The sun was bright and warm that afternoon, but for Arvin Hale, the day felt strangely heavy, as if something unseen was tugging at him. He sat in his small workshop surrounded by half-fixed furniture, unpaid bills, and the kind of silence that grows loud when life feels like it's slipping away from you. A single thought kept pressing against his chest with growing urgency: go see Mira. His 9-year-old daughter had left for school that morning with a smile that didn't quite reach her eyes, and that tiny crack in her spirit had haunted him for hours. He couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong, something he should have noticed earlier. And so, without planning, without thinking of his mounting responsibilities, Arvin grabbed his jacket, locked the shop, and headed toward Willowbrook Primary School, unaware that the moment he stepped inside, his world would change in a way he never expected. If you believe in kindness, second chances, and the power of pure love, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel Good Soul. Your support helps stories like this reach more hearts. As Arvin walked through the school's open courtyard, he felt a strange mix of nostalgia and dread. Kids were laughing, chasing each other, carrying their lunch trays with noisy excitement. But his eyes searched only for one small figure, the daughter he loved more than anything, the daughter he was terrified of failing. He approached the lunchroom slowly, peeking through the large glass windows. And then he froze. Right there, among rows of crowded tables and cheerful groups, Mira sat alone in the corner, her lunch untouched, her eyes cast downward, shoulders curled in on themselves as if trying to disappear. No one noticed her. No one sat with her. No one spoke to her. The realization hit Arvin like a tidal wave: his daughter, who once sparkled like a morning breeze, was now fighting silent battles he had been too overwhelmed to see. His breath caught in his throat as he stepped inside. The room was buzzing with chatter, but Mira didn't look up. She didn't expect anyone to. When Arvin pulled up a chair beside her, her startled eyes met his, shimmering with a pain she had tried hard to hide. In that moment, Arvin felt his heart fracture. She whispered softly, barely audible over the noise around them, that she had lost her friend group after they began teasing her for not having new clothes, for bringing the same homemade lunch every day, for being different in ways children don't realize can wound deeply. Arvin felt a bitter sting behind his eyes. He knew money was tight. He knew she had noticed. But he never realized it had made her feel lesser, made her feel alone. Arvin gently pushed her lunchbox toward her and began sharing his own food, talking about silly things, telling terrible jokes until he earned a tiny giggle. It was the first laugh he'd heard from her in weeks. He watched as her cheeks softened, her shoulders slowly relaxed, and her eyes began to brighten like sunlight breaking through clouds. And then, almost magically, children started glancing over, curious, noticing Mira for the first time that day. A few approached hesitantly. Arvin's presence seemed to shift something in the room, the way a single light can reshape the mood of an entire space. Soon, 2 girls who used to be her friends came over to talk. Apologies weren't spoken, not yet, but the way they stayed beside her, asking to join them, was enough to start healing a fragile heart. After lunch, Arvin asked the school counselor for a minute of her time. He explained Myra's struggles, feeling guilty for not noticing sooner. The counselor, Ms. Lorraine, listened with genuine concern and promised to keep an eye on Mira, helping her navigate friendships and restore her confidence. She also pointed out something Arvin desperately needed to hear, that being present, even imperfectly, matters more than providing the world. Children don't remember what you couldn't give them, they remember when you showed up. As Arvin walked Mira home after school, the world felt a little brighter. Mira held his hand tighter than she had in months, swinging their arms as they walked under the soft afternoon rays. She told him stories she had been too sad to share before, stories he listened to with his full heart. He made a quiet promise to himself that no bill, no struggle, no exhaustion would ever stop him from seeing his daughter, not just physically, but emotionally, completely. That evening, Arvin took out an old notebook and wrote a small reminder on the front page: nothing in life is more important than showing up for the ones who need you. He didn't have much money. He didn't have perfect answers. But he had love, and sometimes, that is more than enough to change a child's world. As days passed, Mira slowly regained her spark. Her confidence grew, her friendships mended, and her laughter returned like birds in spring. And Arvin, despite his financial worries, found a renewed sense of purpose. He fixed not just furniture, but the cracks in his family's heart, one courageous, attentive moment at a time. If this story touched your heart even a little, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Your support truly helps the channel Good Soul grow and continue spreading real, emotional stories that remind us to cherish those we love. Special request, comment, I believe in love and presence, if this story reminded you of someone special.